Well, this is the big night. We're here at the party in honor of Joan. Everyone's slowly coming in and finding the seats. And it's friends from all over the world, from France, from Holland, I think, I heard, and LA, New York, and I'm not sure where else, but Joan is in her glory. Charlotte is getting bored, so she's added penises to her forehead. Turn her, look at me, Charlotte. Oh, there they are, look. No, we haven't decided on a historical figure yet. What?
Burlesque.
Burlesque? You got the whole world in your hands? Okay. And what other recommendations?
But then there are people who tell me, don't do this for too long a time.
Perhaps it was, as Victor Hugo said, that learning a new language was like acquiring another soul. Perhaps it was a feeling that in France, I was more in touch with life as a process to be enjoyed, rather than a series of obstacles to be overcome. Or maybe it was just an escape from daily life, an excuse to travel to an amazing place. Or maybe, as a friend suggested, Paris was my home in a prior life. I guess I'm just a sucker for the movie Casablanca, when Bogart looks at Ingrid Bergman and tells her that we'll always have Paris. Paris will always be a movable feast, as per Hemingway. For me, a time and place of light and joy that is forever treasured and remembered. But especially to Ed, and his parents, without whom none of this would be possible. And I'll never forget our promise to kiss under the Eiffel. And a very special thanks to Elise and Jean-Francois for their kindness and patience in putting up with me and my French 12 times, with hopefully a 13th to follow. Thank you for being here to celebrate, and stay tuned for the next installment of La Fête in 2015. Okay, let's see. Okay, now, I'm sorry.
But anyway, Joan just takes charge of things. So, Joan of Arc.
I'll take the novel. Okay, the novel. I'm not an attorney, by the way. So I'm we were thinking about, what kind of a great novel Joan would be, and we came up with Gone with the Wind.
Oh my God.
And as I've heard and you've heard tonight, there's some pretty good reasons for going to Gone with the Wind, and none of them are blustery. Well, maybe not. But if you recall some of the characters in there, such as Ed and the MC, who have both been told what they needed to do.
Frida Kahlo was a revolutionary artist and married to a very interesting gentleman as well. And so I think Joan represents that mix. Yeah.
Okay. So our first selection was an author, and we came up with the author of Eat, Pray, and Love. I'm sure most women know that, Elizabeth Gilbert. And we chose Elizabeth Gilbert because she was open to possibilities. She did something very unconventional. Great historian, who would Joan be? So after much consultation, we selected Isaac Dinesen, and many of you remember Out of Africa. And here was a woman, again, who was very unconventional. And finally, we had to select a song. And I can tell you the name of the song in French, but I would not sing it. And the song is called Je t'aime, moi non plus. And we have two singers.
Okay. Sam, you have to say why.
Well, I can say why. Well, at the table, the general opinion was that the author and the historical figure were still rather blend as far as sexuality was concerned, so we should have a truly burlesque work of art. The Europeans blended in with Serge Gainsbourg, who wrote this song, which is called Je t'aime moi non plus. Je t'aime moi non plus, which is a very explicit song about having fun, making sex.
Yes. There were a lot of candidates who were suggested, and then I tried to actually put it together for us. I came up with 3 words. One of them is beautiful, one of them is timeless, another one is classic. We then unanimously voted for Sophia Loren.
We had dissent. Sandy was the only one who came. No. We had dissent on everything we discussed. And the reason was because we feel that Joan really has a dichotomy. There's beauty, there's timeless, there's elegance. However, I voted for, and we then agreed, Brigitte Bardot, because she has a closet full of erotica.
Let me tell you, when we watched that too, Sophia Loren, Brigitte Bardot. We're having a hard time choosing. Okay, our second one.
All right, for a musician, we thought I suggested Joan Mitchell. She is very original. She has very creative, and she has endured over time. And besides that, she lived in the valley.